Yeah, so just a heads up that with Sam Cane obviously going home, Samuel Whitelock will captain the All Blacks for this Northern Tour, and Adi Savia and Bowden Barrett will be vice captains.
Was that a pretty straightforward choice, Jason?
Yeah, I think so. He's really experienced, really respected in the group, so yeah, it was pretty straightforward and really well supported by the vice captains.
Obviously, he's done it before, so he can lean on that experience, can't he?
Yeah, he has 100 plus Test matches, so he's experienced a lot, so he's the right man for the job.
What's your review told you about Japan this morning?
Yeah, we're a little bit messy, weren't we? We didn't shy away from that first game in sort of 4 weeks. We didn't make any excuses around that, but we had some good reality checks as well. And we know that we've got to be a lot sharper, and we will have to be for the next few weeks of what's ahead.
What do you expect out of Wales this week?
Yeah, tough team. Great place to be. We really respect them. They pride themselves on forward play and some good innovation. They want to play quick. So, we've got to be right on. We're really looking forward to the challenge, and being here in Cardiff is awesome.
Just in terms of your squad, Jason, I think there's been a lot of comings and goings.
Yeah.
What's that been like? Has it been disruptive? And can you give us, I guess, a sense of how the squad's balanced now that you've arrived here and everyone's here?
Yeah, it was. I guess initially there was a bit going on, and for a number of reasons, and it was what it was, and you just got to adapt. It's like any season. There's always comings and goings of players, or there's bereavements that you support those people and get around it. But we're all here now, and even though Sam's gone home as well, which is another wee bit of adversity, I guess, for the group, but we just get on with it and embrace the boys that are here and get excited.
Is everyone that's here fit and available this week?
Yep, yeah, they are, which is great.
I think there were 9 players potentially that didn't play last week in the stands, and I guess when you look at last week's performance, it was quite rusty.
Yep.
Those guys haven't played for the best part of a month, maybe 5 weeks come this weekend. Do you expect, a lot of those guys are regular starters, do you expect them to be rusty because they haven't played for so long as well?
I guess that if you highlight those players in particular, they've got a lot of experience. The Barretts, and Sam Whitelock is, I guess. So that'll play a part in their, I guess, confidence in what they need to do to get themselves right for the week, and build their week accordingly.
Teams up here generally have quite a strong set piece focus. Is that something you've drilled down into?
Yeah, they do, 100%, and that's something that's, I think it'll be a bit of a benchmark and see where we're at. I think as an All Black 4-pack, we're going to have to be right up there with that Ellis Park performance. To be fair, all the teams bring something different, but I think Wales, they pride themselves in that area and they're real tough around the ball. So, it's a good challenge for us, and it's come at a good time, I think.
Just in terms of the line-out and the maul, you've obviously made great improvements there, but I guess last week was a wee bit scratchy to a point. Was that just combinations or changes? What do you put that down to?
Probably a little bit of both. I think I think our variation could have been a little bit better. So that comes on me, and we talked around that and what we got for this week and that sort of thing. But yeah, I think we just I think Fozzie said we were just a bit rusty. We're just really keen to put that one to bed and move forward into this week. But and pretty quickly.
And just any other improvements that you're specifically targeting?
I think the breakdown's always big in the UK. It's a big area. Like you don't know what the conditions are going to bring, so it's a different game. So we have to learn pretty quickly, because reality is the rugby championship, that competition, and even Japan, hard, fast games. It's going to be a little bit different over here. It'll be fast, but the contact, I think the collisions will be a little bit more fiercer.
Billy Harmon arrived in camp?
Yeah, he came in last night, Billy. So great opportunity for him to come in, and I think he's definitely deserves his spot to have a crack there. He's played some phenomenal rugby this year, really. I think he's a real point of difference for the Highlanders when he was there and when he wasn't, especially the last part of the season. And I thought he had some good form for Canterbury. So yeah, he'll build his week and be there if we need him.
Just one on Wales. Traditionally, they're not a team that have scored many points against you. I think in 36 tests, they've managed 20 points or more just 5 times. Have you seen anything under Wayne Pivac to Wales that leads you to think they may score a few more this time around?
Yeah, I think they've got some good variation off their line-out platforms, and they're definitely shifting the ball under good defensive lines and good defensive systems. So I think they are really varying up their game, and we can expect some different pitches, I'm sure.
And just a bit on the Principality, how it compares in terms of atmosphere to other stadiums around the world, and how much an away team relishes that atmosphere, as well as the home team, and how much a new captain will.
Well, I haven't actually been there, so I honestly can't wait. I've heard a lot about it, but the stadium that I'm used to is in the one in Christchurch, and their new multi-purpose arena that's coming will be, I guess, a step up. So really looking forward to it. Just heard so much around the Welsh people, their passion and their singing, and the boys have acknowledged that as well, because it's different, So we just really want to embrace that and enjoy Cardiff this week. And the Welsh are just great rugby people, and we're looking forward to getting amongst it this week and putting on a performance I think that both teams can be proud of.
Thanks.
Is it important to lay down a bit of a marker this week for what's coming over the back end of the year?
Yeah, it is. It is. We've got to start the campaign well and build on last week. But as I say, this is a campaign of its own, really. 3 tests in the UK, so we want to come out of the blocks and have a good game.
And I guess the All Blacks have a really proud record against Wales. I think it was 1959. Wales' victory. It's been 32 odd tests. Is that something you touch on?
I think you just you show little clips of the games and momentum shifts and build on that. But I guess when you look at Graham Henry, Gats, and Wayne Pivac now, there's sort of a bit of a connection in a weird sort of way. Johnny McNichol playing for Wales, New Zealander, so and a few other boys. So look, we just go about our work. We really want to put a lot of work into ourselves this week, that's for sure.